Honestly, I feel a little silly posting this recipe when the Martini Shots Elvis drink already exists and is far superior, but the Elvis reference here is too good to pass up. If you like this drink, definitely go check out the Martini Shots The King cocktail after this video. Hello! Today on Thirsty Thursday Toys, we've got a drink that I'm calling Pompadour, and a comparison between the original release and Hammond collection figure of the hadrosaur in question. For this cocktail, you'll need a banana liqueur, a peanut butter whiskey, a honey bourbon, some vanilla almond milk or your sweeter milk of choice, and some optional honey just for show. Start by making a couple of spots of honey on the inside rim of your glass. They should drip down and make some stripes in a poor but tasty attempt to mimic the creature's pattern. Then add some ice. In a shaker, pour in 1 ounce of a banana liqueur, 3/4 of an ounce of that peanut butter whiskey, 3/4 of an ounce of a honey bourbon, then top that off with 1.5 ounces of vanilla almond milk. Give that a good dry shake, strain it over the ice, and enjoy. Cheers! This Parasaurolophus was the first herbivore in the new Hammond collection, and was met with mixed reviews. To get figures from multiple films right out the gate was a great sign for the future of the toy line, with articulation that rivaled the original Lost World and Jurassic World figures, but the chipmunk cheeks were a major and legitimate complaint. I was fairly satisfied with my original Lost World figure, but when the Hammond figure was clearanced down to $15, I thought I'd jump on it. And, in a nutshell, I kinda like them both. The original Lost World figure looks like it stepped right out of the production artwork. That thing nails it. Articulation-wise, the head is on a swivel, the arms can move a bit, the tail can wiggle simply due to how it's assembled, but the legs are tied into the action gimmick. You can move them on their own, but they are spring-loaded. If you push the button on the back, the legs move like it's running. It should also emit a roar, but the electronics on mine no longer work, and I'm okay with that. Unless it's a dinosaur I love, like the baryonyx, I usually sell off the older ones when an updated one, especially with more advanced articulation, comes around. But with the Hammond Collection one, I'm not so sure. The Lost World release is like having a little Stan Winston maquette on my shelf, and that's hard to top. But look at this articulation. Once you pop in the tail, you've got a joint right there. Also, you get a nice bendy wire in the tail there, a nice range of movement in both the shoulders and the elbows on both arms, then the hips, knees, and ankles on the legs. There's also a ball joint at the base of the neck, a joint at the back of the head, and then, there's those chipmunk cheeks, an open and closing jaw. I gotta say, the mouth is the part that bugs me the most. To match the way it opens on screen, I'm not sure how that would be engineered in toy form without like rubber cheeks or something, but the figure clearly misses the mark here. Same thing with the Hammond Pachycephalosaurus. They didn't even bother giving the Triceratops mouth articulation, so I guess poor articulation is better than none? The Dino Rivals figure has a much more accurate open mouth, but that mouth isn't articulated, whatever. Price point wise, for $5 more than the Dino Rivals figure, as far as the original retail price goes, you get the Hammond one, and I think that's way more bang for your buck. I do appreciate how they all have the same original color scheme: brown horn, brown stripes down the back and along the arms and legs. Although the Hammond Collection figure opts for this kind of brick orange color along the back, instead of the more hot pink back of the neck like the other ones. Now, even though the brown striping continues down the tail, the rest of the color just stops where the tail attaches. Why? Between all the Godzilla, Jurassic, and Transformers stuff, I have limited space in my collection, so the Dino Rivals and Legacy Paras have gotta go. But I think I'll let the Hammond Collection and original figures stick around for a while. As of the recording of this video, many months after it's been clearanced from Target, it looks like you can still get the Hammond Collection figure for less than retail on a few websites like TJ Maxx and Walmart. The original Lost World figure could be purchased for a little more than that, according to eBay. On that note, I want to say thanks for subscribing and liking and all that stuff that you do that helps grow the channel, wish you good luck on your hunt, and remind you to please drink responsibly.